Finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
Do you really want to question the authority of the Margrave?
I've always been loyal to the crown, but what can I do when the Margrave stole my fief?
That's not why we're here. I don't care about your conflict with the Margrave. It's your crimes against the king I'm worried about. The king you say you've always been so loyal to.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
come to see us.
I'll never forget your kindness. Thank you.
Be merciful. What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to
I'm from Skalitz. Good folk. You all know what happened there. Help your neighbour.
Where are you putting that? Put it down there.
Welcome, Henry.
I wouldn't beg goodness, but I'm reduced to this. I'm from Scotland, and, well, you know. Have pity on me, a poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
What's that? My home, my family, my livelihood. Be merciful, good folk.
How are you?
God save you, Henry.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric, but
The monastery?
Really?
That's what
How are
Jezek
you,
claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you command, sir.
Be a bit more careful.
Hey, watch it. Lout.
What are you here for?
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchballs go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
You have an inn and the horse trails cross here. There must...
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there...
No. I don't recall coming across...
Nobody looking for soldier...
There's always one or two like that.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian?
Why should he care about the city? That's not his...
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or...
I'll try asking him...
He lives on the other...
Thank you, bailiff. I could do with
What
a
are you
bite to eat.
doing?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. What?
Of course, my dream. You...
All right.
That dream. Yes, that dream has come...
Oh, then I'm in.
On the contrary. What's your name?
Oh.
Henry. So, Henry. Wonderful. Oh,
So, how...
with a test,
Oh.
I have my eye on 3...
Go on.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius. Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And...
Bloody hell. That's... About that tooth.
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery.
Fine. I'll get looking.
Excellent!
Jesus, what do you want?
Have you noticed?
And what's your idea?
Have you heard of any
Mercenaries?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week.
Where do you think they...
How should I know?
And what happened?
I don't know, they just stopped coming.
You haven't heard anything?
How could I have?
Is there any way...
Unquenchable.
That's not much help.
They drank. And they played dice.
So there were...
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all.
Be a bit more careful.
What do you want?
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians...
Aye, true enough.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains.
Perhaps we'll be able to sell...
Maybe.
Perhaps I can reason with them.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't.
What are you here for?
What happened with the...
Nothing out of the ordinary. He came to test his mettle like everyone, but he couldn't even get past young Weed. Then he started whining about getting his money back because we tricked him, so we threw him out. He came...
But you didn't?
No! And when he got really annoying, he got a punch...
I heard that...
Willing to do anything? Meaning what? Something filthy like helping the knacker?
That's not what I meant, but all right. I'm looking for work, and I've heard someone around...
I've heard they might be looking for a new knacker. So if you're...
Thanks, but no thanks. Word...
well, you've heard more...
If I wanted to join in...
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Weed. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one...
So the last match is...
That's right. They say a bout with...
I want to fight you.
What did I tell you?
And get a move on, 'cause you stink like a baker's armpit.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
What are you?
Let's fight.
You look pretty good.
We'll see.
This.
Let's fight.
That wasn't bad, but now we'll... Stop that!
What do you...
Let's fight.
That wasn't bad.
Be a bit more careful.
I want to fight you.
You put on quite a show. Can't say I expected it.
For God's sake, there! For God's sake! There! Over there!
Got you at last!
What?
Don't pretend you don't know what's what, you whore son. Here you are, wandering the land with a... If it was up to me, I'd send you straight to the chopper.
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep it...
If that's how you...
Put me in jail, then.
Just the...